second class of paralegal practice and counseling course. This is Unit 1A. In the Unit 1, we are going to look at understanding the concept of paralegal counselors. It is important to understand that a paralegal counselor is not a lawyer. However, he or she is layman in the he or she is not layman in matters of law. Therefore, the paralegal lies between one with more than a basic awareness of the law and one who has attained a mastery of law. This means that a paralegal lies somewhere in the middle between the average citizen and also the skilled lawyer. So knowledge as a lawyer, but quite capable of doing some things that the lawyers are able to do. Now, what is the meaning of paralegal? The word or the term paralegal is made up of two parts. There is the term para, which means helper, and or someone who is semi-trained. So the term para means helper or someone who is semi-trained, whilst the term legal means law. So hence, paralegals refers to the paralegals refers to a lawyer, one who is a legal advisor and who is trained to provide limited legal services to any community. So now, who is a paralegal or counselor? A paralegal counselor is a community-based person who has been trained with basic knowledge of law and its procedures. He or she has the necessary motivation, attitude, and skill to, a paralegal counselor is someone who has got, who has been trained and is someone who understands the basic things, the basic practice of law, the procedures of law. So, a paralegal counselor is not just a lay person, but is a person who understands the procedures and he has the knowledge of law. So now, paralegals are trained and skilled to conduct education programs to bring disadvantaged people to the awareness of their rights. So paralegals are specially trained so that they may be able to help the communities to be able to be aware of their rights. They are also trained to facilitate and the creation of paralegal organizations to enable them to demand the rights of people. So now, when you see the difference between a lawyer and a paralegal counselor is that a legal counsel who is a lawyer, him is specialized in court. Him is there to stand in court, whilst the paralegal counselor is there to help the communities to understand the law. So the lawyer waits for people to come to him when they have the problem, and when they want to get advice from him, or they want to stand to when they are summoned to court. Whilst the paralegal is there to educate the communities, to make the communities understand the legal framework and what is required of them, and also to form what is called paralegal organizations. The other thing is that the paralegal give advice and help solve basic legal and social welfare problems. So he also assists in securing mediation, reconciliation in matters of dispute. So the other thing that the paralegal does is to conduct preliminary investigation in cases which needs to be referred to a lawyer or to be referred to a court. A paralegal also assists the lawyer with written statement, required evidence, and other information relevant to the case. Now, I want us to know that the paralegal counselor is on the ground, is in the community, whilst the lawyer may be in the office or in a place where he has no touch with the community. So the paralegal help in gathering evidence and gathering statements from the people so that they may be able to help the lawyer. In a nutshell, a paralegal is either community based or works within some organization or structure. A paralegal has basic knowledge of law and its procedures. A paralegal knows about conflict resolution and procedures. So we can define the work of the paralegal in three statements. A paralegal, number one, is a community-based legal worker. Number two, he understands the procedures and knows law. Number three, he understands and knows conflict resolution or how to deal with matters of differences. Now, what are the qualifications of a paralegal counselor? Now, apart from education qualifications, where now a paralegal counselor must have 5 credits, 5 credits or better. Now, there are qualifications that also the attributes that a paralegal counselor must have. Number one, to be a paralegal counselor, you must be honest and trustworthy in the eyes of people. Number two, you must be objective to understand the problems faced by the community. Number three, you must be creative to be used constructively. Number four, you should have the ability to analyze issues. So a paralegal must be able to analyze issues. He must be self-reliant to take initiatives. A paralegal must work in respect of democracy, self-confidence, and the capacity to make risk analysis. A paralegal counselor must have the ability to foresee potential problems in the community and also to his clients. The ability to render evidence and advice to his clients. So he must also be able to show what is called, he must attribute integrity and non-self-interest. His mindset must be passionate for promotion of human rights and legal justice. He must be willing to raise awareness and be able to sensitize the community on matters of law. Now, what is the work of a paralegal counselor in the community? Now, paralegals work as assistants, agencies, or programs related to the influences and inequalities in the administration of law, a domain in which most people encounter great injustice. Permanent equality is something that a paralegal counselor does. You know, the issue of legal matters, it's a challenge and many people suffer injustice. So paralegal counselors, they are there to help the communities to deal with legal matters. They confront issues of injustice in the communities, and where when there is a legislative change, for example, there is an enactment in the parliament. So the paralegals they are there in the community to help people understand or interpret that legal or that act that has been enacted in a country. So they educate the community to be aware of the legal framework. They are there to educate the communities on the matters of law and on the issues that have been brought about in the parliament when it comes as we know, the parliament enacts the law. So the work of the paralegal is to bring those laws that have been enacted in the parliament to make them be aware, or to make the community to be aware of the changes that have taken place in the legal fraternal. Now, what is the community responsibility of paralegals? Paralegals are trained in counseling, community education, and practical skills in order to assist people who cannot afford legal services for such problems as family matters, child support, labor issues, pensions, rents, consumers, and many other issues. As we may be aware that there are a lot of challenges that people faces in the communities because of lack of knowledge and because of not understanding the legal framework. So the paralegals are there to educate and also to help people, and also to give counsel to the people in issues of family matters, child support, labor issues, pensions, rents, and consumer exploitation, and other matters that may be exploiting human rights or legal rights. Now, what are the basic work of a paralegal counselor? Now, the basic work of the paralegal counselor is to give limited legal advice. Number one, you as a paralegal counselor, you are trained to give limited or to give basic legal advice to the people, to assist members of the public to prepare court documents for a court application. So when the people have got, they want to sue, you as a paralegal counselor, you are there to help people how to make these court documents. Also, a paralegal counselor is there to is trained in the to provide legal assistance in the community, to direct persons where to take their matters. So there are the challenges that we are having in communities is that people don't know where to take matters. That's why we have so much abuse of police, whereby the police officers are so much abused by the communities, and also that also makes also the police also to abuse the community, the citizens. What I mean is that there are descriptions, there are duties that has been laid which the police can handle and which the police officer cannot handle. Now, because people don't understand what is supposed to be referred to the police and what is not supposed to be referred to the police, like the matters that we talked about, the family matters, child issues, support issues. Yes, this has been given out to the police under the victim support. Labor issues, pensions, rents, consumer exploitation. You may find that people take these matters to the police, and when they are not supposed to be taken to the police. So the work of the paralegal is to help people know where the certain issues and where the matters are supposed to be taken. For example, the issue of consumer exploitation is supposed to be taken to the consumer protection. The issues of the issues of child support and other things, they are supposed to be taken to the victim support, which is under the police department. And the matters of labor, they are not supposed to be taken to the police, but they are supposed to be taken to the labor officers. So now these are the things that the community don't understand. So now when there is a legal paralegal officer, or paralegal office, the paralegal officer is able to direct the community where they should take the matters, their matters, so that they can be resolved Well, the other work of the paralegal counselor is to make follow-ups, follow up the cases and to ensure justice is delivered. For example, if people comes to a paralegal counselor to seek advice, so the paralegal counselor is there to make follow-ups and to ensure that the clients receive the justice that they deserve. And also to advise the litigants if the paralegal helps someone to litigate or to take the matters or to sue the matter in court. So the paralegal counselor will help or must help that client to be able to stand in court and also to do the mitigation in court. The other duty of the paralegal counselor is to assist litigants to lodge in an appeal based on matters of law and facts. So, in a case where the client or the litigant is not satisfied by the court, so it is the duty of the paralegal to help the people to go to court to do what is called the appeals, to appeal the matter when the clients or when the people are not satisfied with the judgment. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Let's look. Let's be together in the next class where we're going to look at other things in the understanding the concept of paralegal counselors.